It was supposed to be a modest birthday gathering, not an extravagant spectacle or a disorganized frenzy. I entered the restaurant expecting a calm dinner, maybe the gentle clink of wine glasses with my partner. Instead, I was greeted by 35 pairs of eyes locked on me. Some faces were known, but most were unfamiliar. She stood at the center of the crowd, radiating pride as if she'd crafted a flawless symphony. "Just 35 people," she remarked casually, as if it were a minor detail. "Only 35? I replied, my smile deliberate and composed, causing her chuckle to waver. "Perfect," I continued. "I'm going home. You handle the bill. I'm not your ATM." The room grew still. Her face paled. She didn't yet grasp that the true surprise wasn't the cost. It was me. Our bond hadn't always been this strained. When we first crossed paths, I was convinced she was my perfect match. Her laughter at my awful puns shone brightly when others didn't even smirk. She held my hand through life's storms. I gave her my loyalty, my trust, my resources. Together, we constructed a life, spun dreams. I believed our love ran deep. But over time, cracks began to show. Her eyes lingered on others' belongings. Her tone sharpened when my money, came up. What I offered freely, she started to demand as her right. My generosity became her expectation. And I, in my innocence, kept giving, thinking it was love, until love turned into a calculated exchange. The party wasn't the cause, it was merely a sign. Weeks before, I'd found receipts hidden deep in her purse, luxury handbags, jewelry I hadn't bought, clandestine dinners with people I didn't know, always charged to my account. When I confronted her, she dismissed it. "It's just money. You'll make more." That's when it hit me. To her, I wasn't a partner. I was a financial well, a limitless source she thought she could draw from endlessly. So I stopped arguing. I quit issuing ultimatums. Instead, I watched. I tracked every bank transaction, saved every statement, followed every hidden purchase, until I had a tower of evidence revealing her greed. Revenge doesn't stem from rage. Rage is impulsive. Revenge is precise, patient. I met with my lawyer quietly, systematically. We reorganized every asset under my name, the house, the car, the accounts. I moved funds to protected trusts she didn't know existed. I let her keep spending, let her think I was unaware. Meanwhile, I collected proof. Photos, bank records, audio clips. I even discovered her texts, messages to friends bragging about how she could make me pay for anything, how she'd bleed me dry if things went south. Each boast in those texts hammered another nail into her downfall. So on my birthday, I played the part she expected. I walked into the restaurant, saw the 35 uninvited guests she'd gathered, and I smiled. When I told her I was leaving her to pay the tab, her eyes widened in alarm. She clutched my arm, whispering, "Don't embarrass me like this." But embarrassment was mild compared to what I'd planned. I walked away calmly, quietly, as she stammered to reassure the waiter her husband would come back. He didn't. The call started within an hour. First gentle, then desperate, then furious. I didn't answer. I let the night bleed into the next day. Then I made my first move. An email with a single attachment. A thorough report of her spending, every receipt carefully marked, sent to her parents, her siblings, her closest allies. Those who once thought I was lucky to have her. By noon, her image as the perfect spouse began to fracture. She came home that evening, her makeup smudged, her voice shaky. She tried to yell, but it came out as begging. "How could you humiliate me like that?" I remained composed, my tone steady. "You humiliated yourself. I just revealed the truth." I handed her the divorce papers, already signed, already filed. Her name was gone from the house, the car, every account. "You thought I was your endless money machine," I said. "But the machine stops now." Her face contorted. Fear, rage, disbelief. She vowed to take half, to destroy me in court. That's when I slid the folder across the table. Inside was the evidence. The debts she'd racked up in my name, the secret purchases, the boastful texts. I didn't need to act. Her own greed unraveled her credibility. The color drained from her face. The fight left her. She sat in silence, defeated, realizing the game was over. I walked away that night, not in anger, not in grief, but in freedom. She'd once said, "It's just money." But it was never just money. It was respect, trust, the currency of loyalty she'd twisted into something counterfeit until nothing was genuine. Now the world saw her for who she was, and I reclaimed who I am. On my birthday, she thought she'd make me foot the bill. Instead, I ensured she paid her own price. As I left the wreckage of what we once had, I felt no regret. Only clarity, only quiet, only victory.